It's a very special day. A special day for me. Can you see what's on the stream? I'm pointing the wrong way. There it is. If you didn't know today, for our stream session today of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney from the Ace Attorney Trilogy, today is my birthday! We have got this going on here as the start of our official Birthmas week on the Twitch streams. So if there is any fun and frivolities to come from that, then that's what we'll do. There already has been for every sub point that comes through during the live streams as I'm recording them. I am making my face a canvas. Every time a sub point comes through, you get a little heart. So if some more come through from that, that will be what we do throughout this week. And we've got incentives and little milestones to do as well. And we've got people coming into the chat as well. I see you there, CD. Hi, how you doing? CD Romatron, thank you for coming in. And thank you to everybody else coming in a live stream or in our YouTube highlight after the fact. By that point, they won't be my birthday anymore, but you can look back on the fun times we had with the game and with any cool support that came in. But thank you for tuning in. If you like this video, do of course let me know by leaving a like and comment down below. Please feel free to subscribe and hit the bell as well if you want to see more of this stuff in the future. This game or some of the other games we're playing right now, some of my other videos, please, if that is what you'd like to see, then yeah, consider doing all that down below. And with all of that done, we're gonna get back into where we are leaving off from last time. So we had a big old trial period last time, where essentially by the end of the trial, we have realized that there are two separate incidents going on. Somehow, some way, the same person is the victim in two separate incidents that happened at exactly the same time in different locations. We've got to find out the reason and thus the explanation for this now. So that is where I think we left off, didn't we? After the trial period, we're into day 2 of the case. Here on February the 23rd, I should say, at 2:15 PM in the Wright & Co. law offices.
Mr. Wright! So, what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused.
I think we all are by the end of what happened last week, I believe. Huh? Well, well, let's see, oh god, I don't know. What is going on? What day is it? Can I just go to sleep forever? I don't want to do this anymore. I'm scared. But the victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 PM on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. So they're your two separate locations where the same victim was done in, apparently.
Wait, what's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car!
Well, that's what we're going to find out. Or try to, at least.
Alright, let's do it!
I am glad she's in good spirits, but I am not sure she's going to be much help with this.
Oh, don't be so sure, Mr. Wright.
Huh? Unless you have a way of being in two separate places at once at the same time that you haven't told me about, I'm very scared.
Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go! Science awaits us!
No choice, we're getting right back into the scene of the original crime that we started off here. So, prosecutor's office underground parking lot with apparently Edgeworth's very garish car, and I'm like, that's rude. I'm sure that's a very nice sports car. It's fine.
So, you know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares?
Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in the evidence room. No biggie.
And besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it.
That oil drum, was it empty?
The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water.
That's a whole mystery about things as well. The mystery of the oil drum filled with water, apparently, that was able to wash away fresh blood. And so we'll have to wait and see.
My sister? Erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never!
Yeah, even though she says they really don't get along, Emma really likes her sister.
No, that's not it at all! It's just... Yeah, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her!
Aren't you, like, still a student by this point? Because, like, under the lab coat, I'm pretty sure that is still a school uniform of some description. There we go. Yeah, big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away.
Ha ha ha! Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright!
Huh? Oh god, what's that grin for? Are you one of those mad scientist types? Are you like what? Where are you at on the science schedule? On the mad scientist ring here? Are you like Stephen Hawking on this end of the scale, which is very, very tame, to like a Marie Curie, or are you full on Dr. Frankenstein? Where are you at on the scale, lady?
This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid!
Luminol? It's our first time to use a special sciencey stuff. Alright.
Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there.
But wouldn't the police have already done those tests?
Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try.
Me? Why do I have to do it?
I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet.
Public service announcement. Please do not drink luminol. I'm pretty sure that is a very, very bad idea. Just all around. Please don't do that. Whereas, if you were like me and had a white sour on hand, you could very handily drink that as well. So long as your age, if you're of legal drinking age if you're in your countries, then feel free. Cheers, everybody. Happy birthday to me. I'll have it on the go as well as my usual water. It'll be good. It'll be fine. What is it? Only 3%? Yeah, it's only 3%. I won't. And it's only one can I got. I'm not gonna go whole hog. It's still a work night at the end of the day, so don't worry about me. I'll be fine. We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it! Exactly, again, PSA announcement, do not drink luminol. As tasty as it might look. I don't know, I've never really seen luminol, but it might, I don't know, if it looks tasty, I bet you 100% it's not tasty. Don't drink the luminol. Just don't.
Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses.
What? You had an extra pair of those things? It's red screen, so we can see the luminol good. Do not drink the forbidden water, the forbidden Sprite. Do not do it. Definitely not.
To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Press
to spray it on.
Okay, let's find us some bloodstains.
Where on earth could we find them around the way? Just on this scene in particular? Well, let's get in and around the scene first, because I'm sure there'll be a bunch there. Right. In about around where the body is, and alright, examine what we found. Oh my god, zoom in and enhance! I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So, is this a bloodstain?
It's so...
Emma, you're shaking.
It's just... this is my first time seeing real blood.
Scientific investigation in action. It's rough for the first time, I guess, for anybody. Gotta have a stomach for it.
Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a bloodstain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course.
Everything is scientifically speaking with you, Emma, right now. What's odd about this, scientifically? If it was a stab wound done there and then, there would be probably a lot more trace amounts of it, surely, since there is only like a trace amount that you see. I reckon it's just to do like with just the amount that's still there, because that does not scream violently stabbed. That screams making it to this location after being violently stabbed and the wound still dripping as you're trying to make it to a place. That's what it screams to me. The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood in the sole of the victim's shoe.
Yeah, it is pretty strange. If they fought here, they'd have to have been more. There'd have to have been more blood in this.
Hey, Mr. Wright! I'm gonna mark up the floor plan so we find the bloodstain, okay?
Thank you. So we can go all around the area.
See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right?
Yeah. And this stuff's pretty handy too.
Yeah, I said that my allowance to buy that.
Luminol testing fluid that somehow a high school student was able to buy for liberal use. I don't know how Japanifornian laws work, but it's used to find traces of blood, and we spray it to use, received from one very proud-looking Emma Skye. Too proud, if you ask me.
So we can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case.
Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day.
Yeah! It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it?
Alright, guess I should get this spray on anything that looks suspicious. Before we work out who said ha to us, I'm gonna say hi
to Cass. He says happy birthday, you wonderful lady. Oh,
you. Psh, pish, pish. But thank you very much, Cass. I do appreciate it. How is your day? How's your day going to be? I assume you're waiting for a train right now. It sounds like that's what you usually do around about this time. But it is nice to have you here all the same, Cass. Right, who said?
Ha! I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice study box.
Do not consume the luminol as a topping for your rice. Do not do it. Don't drink it. Don't use it as a rice topping. Bad either way, I'm sure.
But Miss Star! You only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. This day our Denny box is on the house.
Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. I'd rather have, like, the fresh fish rather than the day-old stuff that you've just given me, please. The fresh sashimi, please. I guess get talking. What happened in our trial just earlier, apparently today, but happened last week for me. Waiting for a bus, actually. Just found out the bus doesn't seem to come today. Damn. I'm very sorry that you're having to find out this information. I'm so sorry. Hopefully something comes around for you. Never mind. Oh, okay. There is a bus. Okay, brilliant. Must be a replacement bus service because the trains might be out or something. I'm so sorry either way.
You certainly put me in a tight spot today.
My apologies, Miss Star, but...
No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied in the witness stand! That's unforgivable!
No trains, only doctor's appointments. Ah, so it's not for class, for studying or anything. You got a doctor's appointment. I am so sorry for all of that, but hopefully they go well and they're done quickly.
Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Skye stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it's on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman.
I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? I'm like, can we have a look at said photograph? Every time we do, it makes me laugh. Check. No, that's the photo of the evidence. Evidence where we find the blood coming in. Psst, psst. I'm gonna spray her with luminol instead of being like psst, psst. Almost like pepper spray, but probably a way more dangerous form of it. Especially if it ends up being consumed. First appointment told me I'm not depressed enough just because I tend not to talk about certain things openly. Nah, you know. I only hope that the right help comes from the right place eventually. That's all I can really say.
So you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star? Yes. It was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up.
Coughed it up?
They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long they called me the cough-up queen. Oh, and I have heard someone had gotten food poisoning for your lunches.
And you were let go? Like, fired?
I felt I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident.
The SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... She doesn't mean one that we have evidence for somewhere. The one that had the tag on it. Does this have the tag SL9? Haha, the one with this broken knife. Maybe y'all can blab about this for me, please.
What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman! Goodman was the head of the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet.
Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? That must have been locked. Maybe not yet. Do I have a case file about the SL9? If I present this to you, it just gets us the same... Yeah, it just gets us the same details. Right. Towards the end of February to reevaluate them. I forget I actually need to talk about my problems and tend to focus on rehearse speed. Yeah. It's a bit of a thing you gotta really choose carefully what you say and say. It'll be with a psychotherapist next time, hopefully it goes better. I'm hoping too, Cass. We're all hoping for that one, I'm sure. How do we get you to blab about SL9, then? Is there a detail about the knife that I have missed? I was just getting the number of the... what is it? The small tag, it says SL92.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm not sure. But it reminds me of a similar code. DL6. Maybe it's a case number.
That's weird.
What?
I don't remember where, but I think I've seen something like this before. Something similar to what's written on this tag. It wasn't that long ago either.
Huh, maybe I should do the car record again. Do the hell pretty pleased with the cherry on top routine. I probably could have, you know. Right, cool. There is no turning off the notes. Just try things up until we get the one that we need to actually show.
I had one of those up until 2 years ago. And back when you were the cough-up queen, right?
We found this ID card here in this parking lot.
Oh, there's no mistaking that. It's definitely Goodman's.
But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department.
That's impossible.
Oh, I wish I could be so sure. We all wish we could. Take a look at this.
Yeah. You said you want a hot tea?
Right. If we get a hot tea, it means we're getting nothing out of it. Coolio, coolio. I guess I just gotta find... Not to be confused with the cough drop queen. The one who tells you to make sure you take your things. So we can go to the spray one if I want to, and we can do a slide to the left. A slide to the right. We'll try it in other places and make sure. Trying wherever it might be likely there was some coming in, but I don't think we're getting it like this, are we? No, we're not. So it's still... It's something we gift unto her to make her blab. I got the luminol if I want. I knew that wasn't going to go anywhere, but that was just for the lols. Crime photo.
Well, if you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even then, I get flustered sometimes.
So you went straight to the scene of the crime?
I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes were the problem, Miss Star. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time.
Wait, that time? Why are we not actually there? There we are! That's what we actually had to make a blab about. Get her actually to squeal about. Using that piece of evidence in particular. Just trial and error it, basically. Sometimes you'll get there eventually.
That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I had ever handled.
Ooh, who's there? So someone who looks like Goodman. So that's Marshall. There's Angel. And somebody else who's now hidden by the text box, who could be somebody else in particular.
The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed.
Executed?
Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, I never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred.
What? But the criminal was executed, right?
On the basis of evidence of assault. Made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came 7 months after the trial. Every detective involved in the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well.
Wait, could it be?
Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, oh, I meant Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall.
Ew. Fabricated evidence to get somebody dealt with. And then purely by chance, months later, everybody who seems to be related to that on the detective case loses their job. There is a scheme afoot, and it smells like fish. I.e., it's fishy. It's very fishy. Excuse me.
As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I.
You haven't forgotten SL9?
There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait! Those lunches you sell! There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends, that can help me investigate.
Miss Star's old boyfriends? How many does she have, anyway? Guess when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence?
There has to be a connection. So, Rookie?
What? Hey, come on, I've had this job for 2 months now. Give me a break.
It seems like you're serious about investigating this case.
Yes.
Then you should take this.
A Salisbury steak lunch?
I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat.
I think I know who that is because he's had way too many pot noodles by now. Received from Miss Star, the Salisbury steak lunch. Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. Oh, it's for Officer Marshall instead. Then again, that is a pretty rugged and Texan-style meal, isn't it? That would make sense, yeah. Alright, thank you.
Miss Star? Officer Marshall, is he your, are you his, are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous.
Can you use your birthday wish to ban all cigarettes from the world? Maybe I can breathe again at this bus station. I don't know if that worked, but I tried my best. Yeah, I feel you on that whole cigarette thing. Never gonna pick it up myself. Definitely not.
And he was nice to me too back then.
This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective.
But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you.
Officer Jake Marshall? Alright. Onto somewhere where we might find him. police department, potentially. He might be there because he is officer now. He's only officer. Police department entrance, same day. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday.
The detectives are running around so fast, they're blurring.
I suppose it makes sense. The detective did get killed here, after all.
So, the evidence room. The scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is.
She is like a kid in an amusement... She is like a kid in an amusement park. And I'll say it out loud too. You're like a kid in an amusement park.
Ooh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look.
Like, are we allowed to? God Station. It's a new location. Let's try it. Ah! Okay, yeah, this is Telltale, where Marshall Lee goes to work, doesn't he? Yep. Oh wow, did my wish actually work for you? They they at least put out their cigarettes. Okay, it worked in a little bit of a way then. You're welcome, Cass. February 23rd, evidence room entrance, guard station. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric.
According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room.
So beyond that door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime?
It sure seems that way. Oh.
What's wrong?
It's those cacti. They're so prickly. So imposing. It's hard to think straight.
Well, if you can't handle the cacti, then stay out of the desert. But what I want to know is, if there's a guard station, where is the guard?
I have a feeling I know who he is already.
Gotta look around. Could we use the PC, maybe? It looks like there's a video feed here from the evidence room here.
There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says, recording. I bet we could use his computer to check on who went in and out there.
Yeah, bet, do ya? Whole bunch of tapes. Sweetness. And the costumes there?
There's a security guard uniform hanging there.
It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly.
A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... what was that called again? A punchy? A pouchy? Pinchy? Oh, I know! A poochie!
You look you're adorable, Emma.
No. Maybe that wasn't it.
It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. Because I like to be mean sometimes. Like, fair enough.
Yay! These sure are prickly. They must be the real deal.
I would think just one big one would be sufficient.
These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually.
How so? Why are we suddenly going into melancholic reminiscing? Because of cacti. Wow.
Encased in a cold, rigid shell, with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her.
Emma, are you okay? Do you need a hug? I'm not so sure I see a resemblance.
It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity.
Yeah, you see, Phoenix, you gotta think about things scientifically, you dingus. Because cacti are adorable and lovable and pointy. I mean... There's
something door. It makes the place look like some kind of saloon.
Oh, look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. I'm sure you could clamber over the desk. It's only like waist height, surely.
Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ow.
I'd say it'd be more of a yeah myself. Just like the old Tom and Jerry cartoons. You know the sound that's popping into your head when I say Tom and Jerry scream. You know the one. Ah! That one. You know the one. It's a classic. Also, why the heck is there a lasso trap on the ground? What's going on here?
Look at the floor! A lasso!
Looks like it's set up to trap something.
A trap? Here? Wait, I know! Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed!
You sure have an active imagination. We can try going in the door. The evidence room is beyond that door.
Then let's just walk in! It won't open!
You thought it'd be open? I think we'd need someone's permission to go in there first. Which it looks like I need to go and find them first, then. If there's anything else, not to look at the skull bit on there. No worries, no worries, no worries, no worries. I think that's all there is to it. Texas. Do you reckon he sings that while he's on his desk? It's like that bit that Sandy Cheeks does in that episode where she like reminisces about going back home to Texas, where she's like, I wish I could go back home to Texas. Just like that. Right, not to find there, unfortunately. But if I go back here, things might have happened. Police department entrance. Oh, this place is charged with frantic energy as always. What's please? Who said please?
Huh? Wasn't that?
Oh, one steak lunch, please! Please, not my kingdom for a steak lunch. Oh, it's you, Detective Gumshoe. Now's no time for chit chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland.
Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale.
Oh. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. And his stomach. Oh, now's no time for despair! We caught our criminal! Now we just need evidence! The criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? On the same day that the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed in the police department? And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. I remember Damon. We only saw him in black and white there, but trust me, he is very pineapple-colored. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages! Everything's topsy-turvy! But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto! Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly. Gonna fill my belly.
But wait! Don't leave!
You wanna know more? Head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figured he'd be down there having a good cry. Hey, later.
He ran out to the evidence room.
Well, this investigation is off to a running start. Ha, Phoenix. Ha. Okay, I reckon today, we're gonna get our first ad break done pretty early on here because if I try and move somewhere else, we're gonna get into a bit of a sitch here. Oh, Lola! Nice to see you! Nice to see you. Welcome to the Merry Birthmas stream. Oh, the start of the Merry Birthmas week stream today. Hope you're doing well. But we are going to go to our first little ad break here to remove pre-rolls and get rid of all that. So you don't miss a beat. We always run them every hour around here if you didn't know. And it is a good chance for you to do some self-care business during it. If you need to go get a whatever done in this break, then go do that. YouTube land, there will be no such thing as a break in the highlight. We always cut them out when we make the highlight. But feel free, if you need to pause, take care of some business and come back to us later, that is absolutely fine, and in fact recommended that you do that. Just make sure you're taking care of yourselves while enjoying this very long video. I'll see you for more of the Phoenix Wright goodness, and maybe some more of the birthday celebration goodness when we come back after this very short break. See you in a few. Okay, we're gonna get on the move to somewhere else, but first, before we do that, let's welcome people back in our video highlight, wherever and whenever you're enjoying this. If you're in YouTube land, hopefully taking care of yourselves and enjoying the video, do let me know if you are enjoying it. Leave a like and comment down below. Please feel free to subscribe and hit the bell as well if you want to see more of this. in the future from the channel, and anything else that comes through, we'd be more than happy to have you along for the ride, and we would super appreciate it. Oh, goodness me, excuse me. We gotta go on the move. Said there was somebody at not criminal affairs. The only way that we can get to the interrogation room at the police department is to do it from here. The detention center, that's the word I'm looking for. And find out who it was that they have caught and framed for this particular doozy of a thingy. Detention center visitors room, February 23rd.
Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they?
Yeah, I guess they did. Best not to go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. We good?
What was that?
Does that sound like it's coming through the tannoy? Because if it is, I have a thing for that. Now just skip that line, and now I can't remember what it said. So I freaking hell. That's what I said. They thought it was me. I'm thinking I might know who this is actually, which is why I've gone to the voice straight away. I say I was the perpetrator against her. That's what I'd say. It is. Hi! Greetings, sir! Hatsune Miikins at your service!
Wait, I know who you are! You're Hatsune Miikins!
Excuse me, but is it Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
Officer Hatsune Miikins! So you're a guard here at the detention center?
No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir.
Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report.
No, sir. How should I say this, Wait, he isn't. Not Hatsune Miikins. You, Hatsune Miikins, you didn't, did you? Oh dear me, right. Do I have a voice set up for that already? I don't think I have a voice for this. I might, if he's gonna do that to me, I might need to set one up very, very quickly. Yeah, shut up. Because there is a base setup for speaking out of a megaphone out of this one, I'm sure. It's a good find it. In between all of the trash AI voices that VoiceMod is trying to push my way. No, thank you! Do I even have... I know it's gotta be somewhere, right? Search. Mega... There is a megaphone one, but it's one of their AI ones, and I'd rather not. Speaker... Speechifier. Turn off those immediately. Does that sound good? It might be loud. Does it sound like I am doing a megaphone voice right now? Because the symbol looks like it's a megaphone. Because if I am, if this sounds good, then I might keep this. I'll just keep it there. Did that sound like I was coming for a megaphone? Because if I was, then I'll use that. And just in case it was... temporarily remove that. And then add it in. Add a voice. Oh, God, if you only saved like the ones I've recently tried. Although this is actually listing it in alphabetical order, so it should be pretty easy to find. There it is. 1, 2. Okay, the reverb is a bit weird. Ah? Papa? I'm not sure about that actually. I don't think the echo is being. I don't think the echo is that natural. Alright, let me find another one. It's gotta be a good. It's not just one that's just. Papa. Okay, that voice is definitely not it. It can't be that difficult to put on a thing and make it sound like you're coming out of a megaphone. It can't be that difficult. Or is it this? 1, 2.
Hello there.
General Kenobi. That was weird. Ella Pega, thanks for coming in, and thank you for the happy birthday as well. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. How was your day going? We are trying to find ourselves. We're trying to find ourselves a good megaphone voice, but it just isn't coming. Just isn't coming to me right now. If you want to hear some of that, don't tell me I've got to like make it myself. Nah. I cannot believe that voice mod right now doesn't have itself. Wait, does this work? One, two. Maybe that's the one that does it. Might need to bring it down a peg. So I picked a voice effect that says Radio Demon, which makes me think Alistair from Hell of a Has-Been Hotel. But if this works, I might as well use it. And I'll add that to the board. Begins with that, that's why I'm not seeing it. Got ya. Did I get bits? A singular birthday bit. I do appreciate that birthday. Thank you very much for that. Better than nothing. Better than nothing. That's why you can spell. That's absolutely fine too. Might as well bookmark that one since it's there. Right. That is now on my board, and that should be good. That is my hope and pray anyway. So now if I'm using my megaphone, I can do it like this. Perpetrator Officer Huxley Meekins reporting, sir. What? Oh. Well, this is an unexpected turn of events. How on earth did you tangle yourself up in this one, my dude? Ow! I mean, I can hear you fine, Officer Hatsune Mickens. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir.
Oh, so normally there's a guard at the evidence room?
That's right, sir. Because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. And that's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person. In the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person. Ah! What the heck is this guy doing?
So what happened then?
Oh, after that, sir, everything went right. I saw reds. I blacked out. Now, if this man was still a reputable, respectable person that I used to watch years and years ago, I would have done the darkness, redness, and whiteness thing, but yeah. No! We're not doing that. And when I came to, I was here, in a detention center. How long were you out? Days?
Might I ask, what happened to your hand? You poor bean, what happened to your hand?
Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky.
Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office.
First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. We'll get to that, but first talk about the victim. Before that, I don't mean to pry, but are you you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir? Please don't look at me with those sad puppet dog eyes, sir! And you're the labeling as perpetrator victim, sir! Then label me victim! I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive and well at that. I can't really call you victim. I'm sorry. Well, I suppose that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger... Then I feel he's on the total stranger side! So you didn't know him? Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives.
So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him?
Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir! None! Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir! Well, at least someone around here is more confused than I am. And also probably the only one getting settled in with tinnitus. Because my god, man, you don't need to make it fun everything. So, about your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir...
Don't you think you should just confess?
Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir! And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious! The next thing you knew, you were huh? Then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir! All alone! Alone because the Cooper disappeared!
What?
Then, when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir! I was in shock all of a sudden, sir! Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared?
Huh. That's some story.
That's some story indeed. Wonder what we could have to... No, that's not for Meekins. Like, what would you react to? Let's start giving things your way.
Do you think you could take a look at this?
Hey! That's it! That's it!
That's what?
My head was a blank until this very moment! But sir, now I remember, sir! You mean you remember what happened? Correct! The card was the cause of it all!
This ID card?
Exactly, sir! That's exactly it! Nothing could be more exact, sir! Nothing! I better pry into this one a little deeper. While you still have the ears to be able to do this with. Can you tell me what it is that you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman. A lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card.
Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far.
But that's right, sir! And that's what I've been trying to tell you! So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. And what did he do? And that's the thing! Suddenly you pointed a knife at me!
What?
Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now! So I whooped and leapt at him! Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him? Do unto others what they do unto you! My own father's words, sir!
What happened then?
Well, my eyes, sir. Everything went white, the rather than black. When I woke, I was there. Right. So they found you just unconscious and thought, nah, you must have been the one that did everything in here. It's time for you to come down to the station sometime. Do not pass go, do not collect $200.
So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you?
What do you mean, Emma?
Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim who he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card.
In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim.
And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died.
That's it, sir! That's what I wanted to say! That is, I did say something along those lines.
Huh? But you still ended up here.
They told me it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly? No, but the videotape is quite clear.
Huh? Videotape?
From the security camera. The crime! My crime! The crime I swore to Stamper! It's there! It's me! It's on tape! Yeesh.
And you waited until now to tell us this?
I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll let my badge. I don't deserve it. No, thanks. I have my own. He's gonna babble like a baby soon. I guess we better go check out the crime scene again. Or rather, the new crime scene, as in the one in evidence room. So... yeah, moving. Not... what, to here again? No, it's the other crime scene at police department entrance. Because maybe we might be allowed to go in. Right? could try again. We need someone's permission to go in there first. Maybe we do need to still find the man who gave us the permission to go in. Then... If I head to here... The one place we haven't been to yet is Criminal Affairs. Maybe who I'm looking for might be there.
Hello, Dibio!
Good to see you. Good to see you for the start of the birthday week. Goodness, the birthmas week. Hope you're having a good day so far today. Police Station Criminal Affairs Department, February 23rd.
Hey, Mr. Wright! Look who's standing at the Chief of Detective's desk!
It's Police Chief Gant! It's Pineapple Man! And you're sure this is all, You know what it means if there is anything missing.
Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, ghost pockets, and hats. On the receipt cushion behind his computer monitor and inside his personal coffee machine.
I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, deal?
Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir.
The chief of detectives looks a little flustered. Oh, right there, my boy. How you been? You swim much? Oh, Chief Gant reporting for duty, sir.
Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright?
I don't know, he just commands an authority. Can you blame me? Keep working, Chief Kermit.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. Let's get talking. Why Edgeworth is the first thing we can talk about, but okay then. Is Edgeworth gonna be okay? Oh, worthy. Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him.
Sounds like an inquisition.
Is it a Spanish one? Because nobody expected that one coming. Yep. Well, they had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having the top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right? Righto. Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. But wait! I didn't do anything wrong! He did forge evidence! Oh, in any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy.
But what?
Why on earth would it be? Oh, it's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf too, I mean. They're being the prosecutors, I assume.
But scientifically speaking, it's impossible.
Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. And what evidence is this? No, right. I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And in this particular case, well, it's a little sensitive. And I can't talk about it. Yeah, I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives' trap shut.
Oh, he was the one you were picking on earlier.
Huh? Oh, you saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do.
Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him.
Well, like, kind of discreetly ask him, like, try and go to his face directly, or maybe somebody else heard. Hello. I might be in line for a new cable for my controller to connect to the PC with, because this one might be on the fritz. If it's gone like that.
Oh, sorry you had to see that.
What exactly did Chief of Police want you to do?
Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. He took every last piece of garbage in the trash can.
So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here?
Of course not. Well, except for this.
What? You kept something?
Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete.
A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something?
The date on it is February 21st. I'd better make a note of that just in case, because that sounds like it's definitely relevant to something else that we got. A half-written document dated 2/21 can only be submitted to the Chief of Police, but now I got it. It's in my record. The answer in the universe is so insane, Muppets existing in it isn't that far-fetched. Like, we need to get to a point. Like, I know, like, for Sesame Street, for example, if we're talking about Muppet stuff, for Sesame Street, they recently did a bit, which is relating to the Knives Out series of films that are coming out, you know, with Benoit Blanc, with Daniel Craig. They did a riff on that in Sesame Street, which now makes me think we are less than a few steps away from the Muppets doing something that is Ace Attorney related. Make it happen, please, Jim Henson Company. You can do it. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Yeah, how can I do that when I'm not even allowed to go into the police department evidence room? Me is still thinking I've got to go somewhere else first. Not to Meekins. If I go to here, I should be able to then move to... No. Is it here? Oh, no, not to examine. I'm looking to go to... Why? Not criminal affairs. Guard station. Try and move, but can't. Can't move any further than that. Oh, it'll be from here, wouldn't it be? High Prosecutor's Office, because there's the one place that we haven't been to yet. There we go. I knew I saw it from somewhere. February 23rd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202, i.e. Worthy's office.
Oh, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday.
And I'm sure it'll still be just as classy as tomorrow. Just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth, Worthy isn't here.
I'm sure he's off doing important investigations.
I hope that's what he's doing.
Uh-huh.
I guess we'll have to come back. Well, hey, this room ended up going absolutely nowhere. So I suppose if we did go there, then maybe stuff happened elsewhere. No, not there. Oh, the other one is probably try and get permission from. Okay. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Don't stare at me with those beady green eyes, please don't. No, righto. Actually, I'm sorry, I don't need to investigate after all, sir. Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give him $50, no problem. Can I have two $50 notes? So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out.
Oh, it just goes to show. You never know until you ask.
And for you, here, you can borrow this.
Hey! This is a detective's ID card, isn't it?
That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it.
Yes, sir! It's an honor!
You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks. I didn't realize it would have been that easy. Okay.
It looks pretty cool in my... It looks pretty cool in my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID.
You seem happy.
Yes, sir. Because, sir, we got to go into the evidence room now, sir.
I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Let's get out of here before our brain permanently rewires itself. Let's go. Gas station. We should be able to go in. Move. No, not move. Car record. I don't know, maybe we need to examine because now we should be able to get in. Aha! Yeah, the tick mark is gone, which means we can do something new here. The evidence room is beyond that door.
And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. Huh? It won't open.
Aha! The card reader is turned off, see?
What is the security guard thinking?
Howdy, partners. Well, what's made my Bambina sky so gray? Officer Marshall! Oh, why does it have to be him? I knew all this time and I still didn't really want it to be him. What's that? Why does it have to be him, look fool? As you may have surmised, this here is my saloon.
We're here to investigate the crime scene.
Yeehaw, that card you got there on your chest. That's better than the sheriff's badge in these parts.
Yeehaw?
Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting. Well, looks like the card reader's on again. Well, while we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, Cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. I know my Spanish, not. Would you do it for a Scooby snack? In this case, a steak rice lunchbox? That smell. Reminds me of Texas.
So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas?
No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby?
Yeah, the star.
What's this?
What? What's wrong?
A filet steak lunch. I see.
I don't see. I wonder what he means.
Well, he now has a steak lunch, which means we no longer have it. And now Detective Gumshoe is going to be very angry with us when next he realizes, I suppose. Alright, Bambina. You win. As anything. Finally. It seems like
He's willing to talk.
he is willing to talk, so we can talk. Let's go do the talk.
Officer Marshall, so you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right?
You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. Ah, that poor little doggy. Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, my look kid, I lost my fire for the job, you know?
So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place?
Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy.
Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy.
I had to go for a bit. Older woman started talking with me and turned into a longer explanation about our lives. Well, I hope it was a riveting conversation. Hope it was very fun. There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on place. Oh, you mean the security camera system? I don't take to machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know? Hey, are you dissing broccoli? Look, I've come to learn over the years that if you do broccoli right, it's not bad. Don't worry about it.
And Miss Starr told us something. She said you were a detective until 2 years ago.
It's always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. And that's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire.
You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you?
That was my case. It's all solved in the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it.
What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened.
There's some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case! That's right. The evidence transfers. Ashworth was talking about the transferals too. Ho ho, we will get to that then. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do.
Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen!
Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower and my steaks. Okay, cauliflower, you have a point. Cauliflower, you have a point because stew with cauliflower is still an absolutely bland vegetable. Absolutely bland. Needs to be done up with something. Give it a good cauliflower cheese, you know. Do something like that and make it actually palatable. But yeah, stewed broccoli, I will actually go to bat for. Or at least, broccoli that's been, like, properly good and steamed. So it's not, like, rigid and crunchy. With a bit of bite to it, of course, but not, like, absolutely, like, rigid and fresh like that. But yeah, I'll go to bat for broccoli nowadays. I will do that. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. And those are the ones that Officer Meekings mentioned. Nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours.
And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman. Are they on one of the tapes?
I reckon they might be. You're the security guard and you reckon? One more thing, then I get out your hair. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. Thus the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. Alright, we can see. Look at that one there. 77777777777777777. I pressed the wrong button there, I didn't mean to do that. I was in K voice all this time, I reckon. Damn it. Probably, I don't know. Well, I need to be K voice anyway for this one. So this is the ID card record.
Oh hey! I've seen this somewhere before!
Sorry, Bambina. Can't show you more than that.
Huh?
I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet.
Mr. Wright! I saw a number in that record just now. I've seen that number before.
Don't worry, I have to. Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Yeah, we'll get there, but first let's talk about the transferal. Sorry, but can you explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, you see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault of the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February.
I see now.
Transferal is like a funeral for all cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to SL9 2 days ago. Well, shoot. So I'm gonna say that, well, poop. But anyway, 5842189, I'm pretty sure we saw that number on that page somewhere. Yo! We got some leverage for you.
You see this? This is the victim's ID card.
Oh, one that was on the ground in the parking lot? The number on this is 5842189.
Officer Marshall, show us that ID in the card record again.
5842189 at 5:14 p.m.
Look, the fourth number. It's a perfect match.
It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world.
So, when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman wasn't in the evidence room.
But wait, what did Officer Meekin say again? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So you asked Detective Goodman to show you his ID card? And what did he do? That's the thing, suddenly he pointed a knife at me! So if he had his ID card, then why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Yeah, my voice mode isn't able to do dual voice at the same time. I couldn't have a thought bubble or reminiscing bubble, flashback bubble, text, and the radio demon sound on at the same time. So I can only do one or the other when we do flashbacks, and he does that. That's your choice. Currently waiting for a new Pokemon DLC to drop in about 12 hours. Yeah, it's that soon, isn't it? The ZA Mega Dimensions, whatever it is they're doing. Well, hope you're excited for it. Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. IDs of all who entered the evidence room on 2/21, February 21st. It's mine! Oh, I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. So did you enter the room? Did you enter the room? Did you enter the room? Well, now we're allowed to go in. So let's have a look-see. Look-see, poopy. February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here.
So this is the evidence room? It really is kind of like a graveyard.
Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue.
Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Ah!
What? They both got scared. They both made each other jump.
Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I don't want to recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. One, it's impossible. The non-corporeal. Your hand just goes straight through them. So is it true what I heard? Righto, please. Do I look like a salvage man? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's desire. Knock yourselves out. Yep, it's true. So Chief of Police Gant will loan anyone $50? Even me?
Oh, so that's what you were talking about.
Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation room for the day. Just for today.
Boss for a day?
But guess what? You got permission from the chief. So now you're a boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you want to have this. Evidence room, floor plans, scene of the stabbing for a detective at the PD. Now added to my record. Thank you, I suppose. Alright, we talk first.
So, Detective Gumshoe, you're boss for the day?
That's right, it's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department.
But if you're the boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings?
They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Again. Today I'm adamant though. I'm gonna take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe? Haha, of course! I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal.
Only you can open?
And let me guess, sometimes you can't even open it because you forget your own combinations. Gumshoe, you silly and we love you. I'll always believe in this, Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens.
So Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee right now, right?
They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. I'm sure when he is done with his talking and we can actually find him later, we'll see. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using their ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Well, I'm on my third card since entering the force already.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand.
Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprints?
Exactly, pal. The lock for East Rocker is coated with a fingerprint. So the only locker we can open is our own.
Huh, funny. They look like normal lockers.
These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see?
But the handles?
On the other side of the handles is a sensor. And if the wrong person touches it,
Zap! You get a shock!
if that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks... they aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't even know about the fingerprint locks. Interesting. So this is potentially where somebody who is able to fabricate a fingerprint could get in and do some unscrupulous business. If that is where this case ends up going, that could be interesting. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We could, I suppose, ask if your number is on here. First, could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record for the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa, 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 whoa!
But what is it?
That's like a number! your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth!
What?
The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth!
What?
Ah, damn. Updated in the court record. Updated ID card report! Damn it. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? Interesting. Oh, why won't you blab about it for me? Would have loved to have blabbed about it with you. Hello. What's all this doing? What's all this doing down here? Paint.
What is this saw in the paint doing here?
Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression.
True art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here.
Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger? Well, you might say this is my studio. What, here? In the evidence room? Why on earth would you? This is interesting.
Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces.
Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? Ah, there you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case.
The case?
The SL9 incident, pal! See the sticker on one of the pieces there? Another piece of SL9 evidence. I think we gotta do it. We gotta look hard! I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke.
You want to try and put it back together?
Ah, good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours in there before I had to give up.
That's why I always carry around a tube of glue.
Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Oh boy, puzzle time. Okay. Looking for something that has a similar shape to... over there. If I rotate it... Okay, rotate the piece around. Right, I think that goes there. Combine. Boop! Cool, that's one piece. Then what follows and looks like it goes into there could be, could be that, actually. I'll give it a try. Nope, didn't like that. Computer said no. Computer said no, I see, that's fair, that's cool. Something that fits close enough to it. Gotta remember that we can rotate and try from other angles. It'll be that piece. Got ya. I wonder what the heck we're even making here. That looks like that fits like that. Keep it going. Right, that's a very unique shape. But it's not quite that. It's not quite that either. But it's gonna be that. Right. And then something flat right across the top of it. Maybe that? Okay, cool, let's go in there. And then that's very obviously fits like that. And then this fits... big old round piece like this, surely... Oh, maybe not. No, not quite. It's gotta be this way around somewhere. Oh, like that. Okay, I got it. And then one more piece. It's all smashed up. Look at it. What does it mean? Interesting reaction. But what does it mean?
Huh? Well, I think we did it. But some of the pieces are missing.
Yeah, I got that thought in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it.
Were some pieces stolen?
I bet they were missing to begin with. Still... It doesn't look like the most stable kind of jaw.
I can't even understand how it got broken.
The unstable jaw, pieced back together from fragments found at the crime scene, with the piece still missing, added to the court record. The big 69 Wright only to turn that age once. I know I won't waste it. Nice. I mean, I might get there eventually, we'll see. But thank you very much, Dennis. Thank you very much for that, my dude. And thank you for the Discord message as well. With I assume a morning musume girl or a cute girl. I don't know who you sent, but I appreciate you sent that.
Happy birthday!
To me, I love it. Anyway, we're due for another ad break now, so we're gonna do that very quickly. Remember the pesky pre-rolls and such. You know what we do during these ad breaks. This is your chance to go do some self-care business for the next couple of minutes.
Meow.
Meow. Meow, it's time for ad break, Sonic. YouTube land, there is no such thing as a highlight break coming up because we always cut them out. But if you do need to pause, go do some self-care business, come back to us later. That is a perfect idea to do. Very recommended you do so there. And yeah, we'll come back and see some more of the crime scene room here in a few minutes' time. Do not forget that we're still here for my start of my Merry Birthmas week. If a sub point does come through, you get a little heart on my face. My canvas is yours if you want to decorate with something, if you can. But we will everyone want to point me for beat date. Oh, thank you, I appreciate it. But yeah, we're gonna have a break now. I'll see you back here in a few minutes. I think there's something about Gumshoe's theme that is just really good. So, welcome back, everyone. I am ready to see some more of this crime scene and find some more evidence and hopefully get some more headway. So yeah, welcome back, everybody, in our Twitch stream and in our YouTube land highlight as well. If you're watching this in YouTube and you're enjoying what you're seeing, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell down below. Leave a like and comment and do all of that good stuff. And hopefully we'll have, if you want to see more of these Birthmas week streams as well, get highlighted later on. They'll be coming very, very soon, so do stay tuned if they're not there already. Alright, thank you for tuning in, and yeah, like I said, time to examine some more stuff in here, because there is some more things to have a look at. There's a glove on the police ticker tape. Why is there a glove on ticker tape?
Well, someone left a glove here, but only one.
Is that a gumshoe, maybe? Oh, there you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know? Oh, you mean SL9? Oh, it does have a tag on it. Rubber glove added to the record. Extremely thin rubber glove with the SL9 tag and number 11. So the number 11 piece of evidence tied to the scene. I see. Okay.
Oh, look! This one's open! And the red light indicator light is above the door is lit!
That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker!
Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that?
Well, it'll be hard to get it open again if we closed it. And it's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. An open locker that has nothing in it. They've probably absconded with what they needed to in there. There's more paint on top of the things there, because of course. Hey, Gummy. Don't want to alarm you or anything. What's this? Blood!
It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint there.
It looks like someone tried to wipe it off.
Mr. Wright! What if there are bloodstains left in the room?
Oh, we should use the testing fluid to check it out! But again, do not drink. Do not drink the luminol. Do not drink the forbidden Sprite. Nah, I'm needing to use... Why? Press the spray! Everything is red. We paint the roses red. Beep. I want to go for the doors first, and hello. Well, I'll see that in a moment. And then we'll see maybe above. Okay, no. Just gotta buff that out a bit more, and then go, what is that? That must have been one massive pool of blood. I've never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood What? Are we in Avatar or something here? Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien?
This proves that something really happened in front of this locker.
I'll make a note of it in the floor plans. Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you should have asked. Why? Afraid you might look like a little bit of a gullible and lovable oaf? Is that what you're worried about? And then, of course, get details about the handprint of blood.
I knew it! This is someone's right handprint.
What? What's the matter, Detective? This lock, it's mine.
It's yours?
Please, you have to help me. When they're gonna take me away, promise that you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot it down in the floor plans. Oh, I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police.
What? But you're a detective!
You saying we cannot trust you? Are you saying that, Gummy? Come on now. Do not be a silly bean. Right. So it said that is now reflected in evidence room floor plans. If we have a check. Bloodstain in front of Goodman's locker. And handprint bloodstain on Gumshoe's locker. Interesting reaction, but what does it mean? And what a fabulous close-up view of one of the doors. That's lovely. Try and check on the glove for anything in particular. It's just a label. The tag says SL911. I guess this is another piece of evidence from that case.
You know, I never did care for the word tag. It's confusing.
Huh? What's so confusing about that?
Do you know how many of the words sound like that? Bag, gag, nag, lag, sag?
Zag? Is that a word?
Do you challenge me?
What are we playing, a word game now? When did this turn into Scrabble? I don't have the mental capacity for Scrabble. I don't want it. I don't want it. Don't want it. No. Don't want it. No, I don't. Never checked what we were doing here. Right. Lost item report 221, date lost 221, name Bruce Goodman, ID, he was halfway through writing the ID, and for an interesting reason, the second digit is it wrong with his ID? Is it in his ID? Is it the wrong number? Yeah, they were writing the 9 as a second number, but, a second digit, but then they crossed it out. Somebody did not know their own ID number, or someone was trying to play off as being Goodman themselves and did a very bad job because they got the number wrong. Because it's not their own true number. Maybe the person who wrote that lost item report is the faker. I think you're the fake Goodman around here. You're comparing yourself to me, huh? Would it make much difference to present his own... try and get his own number to him? Sheriffs back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. About the only thing they trusted was their shooting hand.
This is neither Wild nor West here.
Aha, but that and this are two different things entirely.
I guess so? Huh? I'm lost.
Looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. So I wonder if we do have any more evidence. It's probably not that. Do you know about Glove? I think maybe by this point, Marshall really doesn't have much else to impart upon us, I don't think. So I go back there, parking lot. Is it possible you might still have an ID number even though you're not on the force anymore? Could you take a look at this? Right, no you don't. Okay. So the second number belongs to Miles, the fourth number is Bruce Goodman's. Okay, Edgeworth not there. I'm trying to find my way to... Got an observation about the cowboy that might be relevant or might just be design coincidence. As such, you will put a pin in it for now. Okay. Okay, duly noted. Something for me to think about, I reckon. Criminal affairs. Wow. Wow, no one's here. Detention center. Dude, is one of your numbers on here? Maybe, mayhaps. Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, really sorry, but I have no idea what that is, sir. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright.
It takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, you know about that either. Glove. Don't know about that either. Don't think I'm getting anything more out of that. I'm not getting anything more out of y'all. I think I might be in the wrong place. I think I'm in the wrong place being here as well, to be honest. Maybe you've got more info to say about some other things? Oh, it ain't that. It ain't that either. Okay. Well, I mean, what I could do is at least identify the bloodstain going on in here.
Hey, look! They're hard to make out, but there are some dark red stains here.
It looks like blood.
Do you think Detective Goodman's blood somehow got on this when he was stabbed?
It's not likely. This will look like it's been here for months, or maybe longer. This jar was evidence of the SL9 incident. That might be when the blood got on it. Cool, I ain't being told a whole lot of nothing about that. Okay. I didn't realize it was hollow all the way through. Well, there you go. The amount of work they put into tailoring responses to the random items you can show people. I mean, it is just like the same every time you trigger it with the wrong item, but it's nice that it happens, definitely, yeah. I'm wondering about this in particular. Also, what are we looking at here?
Huh? This thing doesn't have a bottom!
Oh, that's weird.
I wonder which side is up.
Better yet, what's the purpose of a bottomless jar?
Huh, at least it doesn't collect dust inside, right?
Yeah, but is there a reason? Like a more concrete and good reason other than that? Alright, this one gets more interesting by the day, doesn't it? Any ideas?
Or Mr. Edgeworth.
I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. Ah!
There was that business with him not reading the officer's report.
Oh, about the killing of the police department, right? The chief of police was right about that. But I can't help but think someone at the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. I mean, yeah, doy. Well, where should we begin?
Oh, well, isn't it obvious? We should begin with that, you know, that thing.
The mystery of the victim, I guess? How could one man, Detective Goodman, be killed in two places simultaneously?
Oh, well, you see.
We should go to the police department, the evidence room, was it?
I'm not being very useful here, am I?
No, you're being very, helpful. Would be more useful to do that right at the start to get, like, a bearing on where to go. Is there something more in the evidence room, then? Guard station. Moving on through, evidence room. There might be a few more doors here. Car door? Why I never saw a car door here? What's going on?
Whoa, look at this big pile of junk in the corner.
That looks like a car door.
That's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame.
Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away.
Hey, that's one of those human profiles for rage testing.
He's been shot square in the forehead.
Well, better him than us.
Yeah. That's about so. What am I seeing here? Fishing pole, metal detector, and bug? Some kind of bug? Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here.
What a sorry-looking fishing pole that is.
Hey, that's my poisonal pole. I never did get around to using it. Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Right, pal, that's that metal detector. The one that led to the solving of that case out on Gourd Lake, remember? Oh, right. Wow, that feels like it was ages ago. And, I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it'll come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. What, that cheap-looking box? Hey, you can't judge a person or a machine by the cover. You gotta look at their heart. And their heart is a rusty old Raspberry Pi thing. Also, hello. There's something sticking out of here.
It looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence of some case.
I wonder if Detective Gumshoe puts this here. Oh, there you go, making me look out to be some kind of slob. Look, I'm not responsible for the evidence here. But that said, I bet that evidence locker was opened recently.
And how do you know?
If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks out on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence?
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too.
I bet it doesn't tuck in the shirt underneath that trench coat, either. Hey, if you're gonna talk about someone behind their back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. Don't be a silly. And my imagination is not, the rest of these are gonna have notes about them, but I'll have a look just in case. Dear me, I need oxygen in my brain.
This place is stuffed with evidence. Stuffed with dreams.
I'm not so sure about the dreams part.
It won't open.
Did you really think it would? Hey pal, our security is high-tech around here. Is it really? Getting nothing out of any of that. Did I try and present this onto you? Allow me to say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. Nothing. That's fine. You bet it's fine, pal. Cool. Cool. You know nothing about that either. Bluff. You gotta know something about something, right? You can't open the locks if your fingerprint doesn't match. If you can open it, then I'll give you 50 cents.
Note, the police department lacks faith in its lock system.
After all, Detective Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office. That he was. How strange. Detective Goodman's note, and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there were some loose ends left on that case. Well, yeah, I bet there was. This is my crowning achievement, my masterpiece, you might say. But art is always misunderstood, pal.
Art?
He was dancing proudly on the day of the award ceremony. But there were a lot of people coming and going after the ceremony, and so they took the Blue Badger away for a while. But really? Why? Oh, they said it was shameful or something like that. Shameful! I toiled night and day! Well, I sympathize with Detective Gumshoe, but I can see why they moved it. It was blocking a man thoroughfare, it sounds like. Okay, what haven't we given a try to yet? Not sure you'd have much else unless... wait, I think I might have tried these already. Yeah. We can take a look at the badger though, I suppose.
The Blue Badger is still writhing around today.
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. Give me a mouth. Well, speaking of dancing, the whole police department has been dancing around like crazy since yesterday.
Can I take out his batteries? I just can't help but feel he's gonna do something naughty.
What, like that FNAF film? Heaven forbid. I'm getting a bit, getting a little bit to a crossroads here. I don't know what to pawn off, or what to give, or what to talk to people for. I'm trying loads of things, but there's still loads of things I probably haven't tried yet. It's just, I'd rather just know what to do right now, honestly. You've got nothing else to say, that you're not really reacting to much else, are you? I'm scared of knife, sir! It's okay, I just wanted to take a look at it. That's it, sir! Last night, so that's the one! I was an apple, sir, in my dream, sir, and I was being peeled.
On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife.
Well, it's overacting to the knife, but I guess it's been for a lot. Maybe Mickey's might squawk about something, but what particularly will he squawk about? Or is it now time to try and go somewhere else where I haven't been yet, now that I've done all that? Okay, not here yet. What am I missing? Hmm. One more time back here. There could have been a thing within here that I ended up overlooking. Unless Gumshoe has a new thing to talk about. He had a new thing to talk about all the time. I'm not checking whether to just talk to people again. That's my problem. But now you've got to have something to me to talk about here. Okay. Now there was a bloody violent case. Violent? So it was a murder. A serial killing. A serial killing? Ugh, maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him.
And this was 2 years ago?
That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started the rumor mill. Rumors? Oh, about forged evidence? It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is.
Huh? What do you mean?
Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, you see?
So that's switchblade knife.
The victim took the knife out of the evidence... The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? Now that's interesting. Now that we've cleared that up... Is it now time to try and have a word with Edgeworthy Boo? Is it now time to try and have a word with future husbando? Now that I've gotten all the details out of that? High Prosecutor's Office. No, we're not there yet, so I'm still shy something. I have to go through, like... That would be something I could have done all this time and I just overlooked it. Police department. Move to guard station. Good time to look at this again. Right, this I might have overlooked.
You sure have a lot of monitors here.
There's 8 cameras in that evidence room and all. One for each section.
So, which monitors show the section where the crime took place?
Why the cattle sit before the rains come, it's not for man to know.
Unless you're the security guard responsible.
So can I not have a look myself then? Are we sure about that? Why is there a lasso down there?
Look on the floor. It's a lasso.
Looks like he's set up to trap something. I just roped me a steer with your lasso.
What?
It was a bellowing moo, pal, moo. Oh, Detective Gumshoe, I presume. Oh, that's filled up nice and cool there, hasn't it? Yeah. Talk about it.
This cactus sure is prickly. It must be real.
Best keep your distance from Billy there. You're liable to get hurt. Billy? The cactus has a name?
Billy, you're wearing your cowboy hat in your hand.
I'm a rawhide cowskin 10-gallon hat. I just picked that up, but Billy took a fancy to it. It looks like it got stuck in the spines and he couldn't get it off. I love how all of this is not really helping me out.
A leather jacket, leather pants, and a leather,
Those aren't pants, those are chaps. And there's a poncho up there.
Aha! A poncho! It sure looks cool, but the name's a little silly.
I love how none of that has actually helped me.
Look at the swinging door! Just like a Wild West saloon.
Sorry, partner, but we're closed for the day. Huh? Y'all get along home now.
I think Officer Marshall really wanted to be a Wild West bartender.
Always wanted to say that. Yeah, love how none of this is helpful. The evidence room's beyond that door. I turned on the card reader. Go have yourself a ball, partners.
And now you have the ID card! A real ID card!
Let's get this thing started that we already started like ages ago now. What am I missing then? There's one incident detail that I have not picked up on. I have to go through and just see everything. Maybe step by step here. Okay. I'll tell you what I haven't done for a while is done one of these. Probably gonna do that, get that done. So I go back here, move back to there. It's possible to try and go to the room and see what's up there.
Look, a door! This must mean something.
I'm not sure the doors mean anything.
No, we won't open! A mysterious lock!
I fail to see what's mysterious about it.
Mr. Wright, you just need to enjoy life more!
Come on, let's just finish our investigation first, shall we? Yep, still no way up there. And that does nothing. Out to the door there does nothing. Well, gosh. I want to go through things in order to try and see what went on. She's been fired since the SL9. Goodman has been a detective. Give a lunch to Marshall, which we did. Tried to go to the evidence room guard station. No one there. We then saw Gumshoe, who told us to meet Meekins in the detention center. Think I did everything there. We saw Gant at Criminal Affairs. Think I did everything there. We got the permission to investigate the evidence room. Locker was opened. I could find the evidence, a broken vase, and they reassembled to find the piece was missing, a rubber glove, and the handprint on the locker. Lots of blood on the floor with the luminol, indicating something happened there. There was also a locker with a white cloth sticking out, and the bloody white handprint was... Really? Okay, back to the evidence room then. Guard station. Straight to evidence room. Did that glove get put into our... Here's where I actually need to activate the luminol one. That's what we're looking for! That's the devil. That's the devil in the details. That's the badger. We got it. We got it. Okay, finally. Okay. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. Ba-bum-bum. Look harder!
Huh? Why am I getting a reaction here?
There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. This just might be something insignificant. Or should I say significant? If that didn't sound like insignificant. Which it wasn't meant to sound like. Hey! There's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, Pale.
What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid.
Where'd you get your hands on that?
Huh?
I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. Where do you get this, Emma?
I always buy it by mail order.
Ah, well, I better jot this down in the floor plans. Hey, Pal, look at the time! Wait, was there something you needed to be going to? Oh, it's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm gonna give him my report for the day. It might help, you know.
Reports? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer?
The one that says nothing but no problems. Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure I could use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? On him off, pal. Later. Also, why did you write that on the back of a poster where what he written there? I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say too. So I specifically did the bit of paper he wrote the note and apparently looked like that, which is very interesting. Right then, now we finally got somewhere. I need to do the one bit of luminol testing where we probably would have thought there was something going on. Right then. Move, underground lot. Which then means I can go up to High Prosecutor's office because he's finally here, my husbando. February 25th, High Prosecutor's office, room 1202. Oh, yes, my apologies. Oh, it's you. If we met somewhere. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here?
There! Standing by the window! A teacup in his hand!
Brooding, I'd say. Right. He has the hotel bring in tea service?
Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry?
I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Ah, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems.
Really? Was it helpful?
Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. Oh, the real information is on the other side, Edgeworth.
Oh, poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him.
Aha! Finally! Time to talk. Well, how'd it go? That's my line read. Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation.
Concealing evidence?
Yes. Apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again! I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Why on earth? That's interesting. So are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However, something happened? They gave control of the investigation over to the police department.
The police department?
Yes. Any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police, Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why, I ask you, why? All along I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still. Wow, I have never seen him this out of sorts. He's a very, very troubled husbando right now. And I don't want to stack on troubles, but, your name appears on here. Do you want to corroborate what you were doing? Oh, right, I better check this now. As I was saying, what's this? A record of ID card usage? Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true.
Why, Mr. Edgeworth?
Please don't look at me like that! I was asked to go. By Chief Gant, no less.
The chief of police?
He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was sold, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day I brought of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
So can I ask what kind of case it was?
I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Oh, now I'm curious about this other case. I better make a note of it. Unrelated evidence screwdriver added to the court record. Oh, it'll become relevant at some point later. That is no mistake about that. Evidence from a case back from past case of Edgeworth's brought back to his office by Gant's request. Stubborn as always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Really? What about some of the evidence? Evidence related to the number that is to do with you. Right, please, I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea? I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case.
Mr. Wright? Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner.
Oh, whose side are you on anyway? Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. My best evidence, you say? Is this the best evidence? It is not. Okay, just try everything and anything all at once. Not that. Lost item report. Not that. Switchblade knife again. No. Oh, I just skipped a whole bunch. I wasn't expecting that to be the right answer. Is there any way I can go back to the transcript of this? I don't think I can. Oh, cool. I don't think I can turn it back because there's no record of what I've been missing. No, there isn't. Well, shoot. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. About the switchblade knife, but okay then. Oh, he must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth. Why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Okay. Wait, can I present it again and maybe get the same dialogue out of him? Just in case I missed all of that. I know you. You've probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on. The SL9 incident. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. There you go, that's what I missed. Okay. Thank you. Just repress the evidence and then you'll get what you need. There we go. Allegations of forgery. Oh dear. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the Deputy Chief of Police at the time. Damon Gant. That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too then. He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him, and I was nervous.
Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth?
What I want to know is, why was a Deputy Chief of Police on the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not! I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I would do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something.
My sister? What?
If you were still studying forensic science...
Huh? Yes! Of course! But just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this!
Luminol testing fluid, Well then, you might have use for this.
Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints!
It's been chemically treated for better adhesion.
For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know?
I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks! Well, how about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Well then, aluminium powder, we finally got that! For recovering fingerprints from handprints for comparison with the fingerprint file.
Well, let's get going! One last investigation.
Right! I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Yeah! Yeah! That's true, and now Angel Star is no longer there. Right. Is anybody anywhere here? You're not there anymore. We've all disappeared for reasons. Okay. Why have we disappeared all of the reasons? Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint.
Here, and there's blood in the detective's evidence locker.
Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Look harder.
Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger.
A finger?
Well, each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So, let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest fingerprints.
I really can't tell the difference at a glance.
Oh, quit procrastinating and choose a finger!
Tommy Thumb, Peter Pointer, Toby Tall, Ruby Ring, and Peter and Tony Smalls. I don't know. Seems like that was gonna give us our best one.
Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done.
Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes, almost like she's gonna be tutorial lady again.
First, we sprinkle the aluminium powder around.
Huh? How do you do that?
With see? Like you're doing achoo!
Oh, it looks like that did the trick. Sneeze on it, I see.
The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess.
How do I do that?
With you! Exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. Like I would have done today if I had an
Actual birthday cake. I mean, I have cake, which I'm going to be snacking on later for sure. I have
cake.
but I'm going to be snacking on that later. It's not a proper birthday cake with candles.
But how did this game know? How did this game know?
Thank you, Ace Attorney Trilogy, for the nice birthday wish. I'm gonna take it to mean that, yes. Wow, that looks like fun. It might take some getting used to, though.
It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder in thick and blow away the extra. And those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright.
I'm sure I said that name. I'm sure I said that word right.
Those are the basics of fingerprinting.
Alright, I guess I better give it a try. On a blank canvas for now. Okay.
Poof! And a poof! And a poof! And a poof! And a poof!
In fact, all the way around, all the way around, all the way around, and then we go. Okay, it needs a tad more up top, I think.
Hasha!
And then a tad more at the bottom.
Hasha! Aha! You did it! You found one!
But this looks nothing like a fingerprint.
Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't.
So what does it mean?
I think it means... I think it means... we're out of luck.
Out of luck?
The person who left his handprint must have worn gloves.
Oh, don't tell me we've been wasting our time here.
Hey, calm down! That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. Oh, while we're at it, why don't we look for other prints?
Other prints?
Looking at the locker door again closely,
There is a little bit of a smudge.
it seems there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print.
Fingerprints outside the blood. You mean this smidgen here? Okay, right.
Slow way around, there we go.
Oh, down the bottom one. Okay, right. Oh, just a bit more. And then... Oh, just a bit more. Maybe more on the top too. Get it all the way around another one again.
Yeah! A print so clear, it's dazzling!
Dazzling?
Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away.
So we're not done yet. This is quite a process.
Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right?
I guess she's right, but I hate manual labor. Darn it.
Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth and point out the person you think left these prints.
What the hell am I supposed to know who it was?
I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints would be likely to find in this evidence locker?
Not a Damon, not a Meekins, not a Jake, not a Bruce, not Lana, not your own, not an Angel. Gummy, what are you doing? Match found.
Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look.
I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what?
Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit and sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright.
Thanks for the sympathy. Oh wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's go check it out! Indeed! I say it like Matlos from Xenoblade 2. Indeed! Or rather, indeed! Although it's not Ophion. Okay, it is gonna be time. I think we're gonna run another quick break here, and we will see to the other handprint that I know exists in here when we are back from the break. So I'm gonna run it very quickly here. You know what to do, Twitch people. Just so you're not missing anything, we're gonna pause here, run some ads, get rid of pesky pre-rolls, and give you some time to rest and recoup and relax yourself. YouTube blind people, there's no such thing as that in the highlight, but of course, if you need to pause, come back to us later after you've done some your own self-care business, please feel free to do that too. Much appreciated to you for doing that. And in any case, we'll be back in a few minutes of time to see where we can do some more aluminum printing. I realised at one point I said aluminium like in the British way, and then I said aluminum like the American way. I don't want to get those confused. I gotta pick one and stick with it. So anyway, we will be back in a few minutes' time to do some more investigating. Sounds great. Do not forget, guys, as well, that this is still for my birthmas week. If you'd like to be extra supportive, we're not going to force or demand it, but if you'd like to be in this live stream right now, if you want to be extra nice to me, you can do anything you'd like. If you want to send some bits, if you want to send a sub point my way, or a tip, or a donation, anything like that, I would appreciate it. But, of course, your company has always been appreciated right now, and we'll do a little bit more when we come back from the break. I'll see you in a few minutes. Time to move, but not move rooms, just slide to the left. For we know that there is something on this door that is very, very interesting. Would I need to reveal this again with the luminol, or can I just use the fingerprint set here? Nope, that's examining the fingerprint set. I don't want to do that. I guess I gotta recheck the, the bloodstain, that's on this handle here. So respray the luminol, which is right there. So I need to do that again. I didn't need to do that again. Oh, I need to examine it. Just pure look at it. Okay. This is where we got a luminol fluid reaction, right?
Oh, right! There was a handprint here. Okay, wanna try using this?
There go her eyes sparkling again. I guess I gotta satiate her lust for using the things. Okay, let's check for prints.
That's a spirit! Oh, but I have to warn you about something first.
Oh, what?
The area with the blood was wiped away, right?
We only ended up finding it because of using chemical means.
Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too.
Oh, right. Shoot. So that means no prints. No fingerprints.
I don't think so. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high?
Don't ask me! I'm not the one that's scientifically thinking here.
Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away.
Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hands. I'm gonna say, yeah, that's pretty... It only got rid of like 3. Still left 3 pretty clear prints though, so we can take any one of these, I guess. This one should be pretty clean. Or... Wait, what am I doing? I'm gonna say, why am I not allowed to be dusting here? What's going on? No? I wanna look. That's why we found it. Wanna try? Yeah, I wanna try. We found it using chemical means. Prints would have been wiped away too. That means no prints. Prints other than the one left by the hand. So where... Maybe on other locker room doors then. Oh no wait, no wait. Would have been handled on the glove, on the thing that we used to wipe it.
Yeah. There was a handprint there. Wanna try using this?
So yeah, use it there. Yep, I know. Prints over the one left in the hand. No, I want to go out and check the thing. I'm not sure about the thing. The thing that's down there.
Oh, wait a minute! Yay!
Hello, Miss Fallen Angel, and all of you lovely raiders for coming on in. I much appreciate you. Much appreciate you choosing me today. Fallen Angel 0891, there you go. Have that gaggle. I don't know what gaggle is, but I am hoping that you had a very, very fun stream. And anybody else is coming on in. We've got Dijmugel, we've got Fallen themselves. I've got Fran welcoming the raiders in, of course.
And CBK, hi.
Rubblehead, hi. Hello, Bobby Noggin. I've got Angel Obelisk and Shello as well.
Hi, everyone.
And anybody else is just filling in from that raid. Thank you very much for sending your love over here, particularly today on all the days. Hello, if you didn't know, my name is Laura Petal. I am a person who does good streams, hopefully good streams, 3 days a week on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. We do like regular playthrough shows and sometimes do some special events every now and then. Today is a very, very, very special event, of course. We are doing some Phoenix Wright Ace Tony here, but it is also the start of my Merry Birthmas week. I have got some things going on here. If you'd like to send things away here, if we get to certain sub point goals, everyone that you do during these streams, I will put a little heart on my face like so. My face is your canvas. You can do a nice thing like that. We've got incentives and milestones to meet for every 5 subs that go that get met. It's a very sort of modest goal here, but just a little thing that I think people might want to have a bit of fun with. If you can, of course. We're never going to force or demand it, but thank you for your company all the same. But I do appreciate if anybody needs to raid and run from their big old stream today. I do understand that, absolutely. But if you can stick around, I'd love to have you for the rest of today's ride here. I am currently trying to figure out where on this particular handprint I've got to look for the fingy printies. Like, where else will you have seen the fingy printies? Here. The problem is, I am not seeing anything. Unless you'd like me to re-luminol the door. We can always try re-lumining the door, I suppose. Right, so bring it back out again, just in case we missed. Nope, that's looking at the bottle. I'm gonna spray and pray and use it. Where else could we have seen it being used? On the hand itself or anywhere else? Just like any other door? Any other door? Any other door? Any other door? We're gonna think and try and figure out where else it could have been used. That's the one that Gumshoe used. Could be on his own door there, to be honest. Or who wanted to use... Oh, this is really interesting. Gaggle is an old show that have been... They're all shows that have made interactive quizzes. Oh, I had no idea about that. Sounds good, sounds fun. As I said, thank you for rating and coming in. I appreciate if you need to go off and do some things, but if you can stick around for the last little bit, I would appreciate it. But thank you once again for trusting me with your lovely people. I recognize a bunch of you, of course. And I hope that your stream went very, very well with what you were doing today. I'm still like, I'm very unsure. I'm very unsure about this right now. Unsure about the game, to be fair with you. Gotta grab lunch to do the like, yeah, we'll think over for a little bit longer, no worries.
None of the worries in the slightest. None of the worries in the slightest, yay.
I'm just still trying to figure out, like, what to do. Cause why is it not letting us? I get the door again, try and examine. Wanna try using it. Leave it be. Actually, let's not check.
But why not? Try my patience any longer now. Dump this powder all over your head.
Maybe I better check those prints after all. Yeah, but the problem is, video game, you are not letting me actually use... What is it? Check for prints. The area's wiped away. That means no prints. Don't ask me. We're gonna try prints that weren't wiped away. Which are very clearly these ones right here, but I am... I'm pressing the A button for all it's worth, and it is not letting me right now. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Am I doing anything wrong? Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I had to For some reason, I managed to dodge every other area on this handprint apart from where the fingers would have actually been. So I needed to do that all this time. Oh, well, thanks for making that bloody obvious. Ignore it, let's move on. Right. At least I got it for now. But at the same time, that's a little bit, just a bit silly. A little bit of a silly bugger. Right, that's enough on, and I'm gonna go... Oh, phew. Oh, we almost had it. We almost had it. Let's go down here for a bit. That should get us a nice match. Now, whomst? Whomst does it belong to? Not quite Meekins. Who's that there? Jake? Jake, what are you doing here, buddy?
Jake, what you doing? Very interesting, but what you doing? Why?
Interesting reaction, but what does it
Mean?
Hey, these fingerprints, they,
Well, whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know?
It's Officer Marshall!
Huh? Officer Jake Marshall?
Marshall's fingerprints left the bloody handprint left on the evidence room locker door. They tried to wipe it away. Now that's in my court record for use later, potentially. Oh no.
That's got to be a coincidence. He's not involved in this crime.
Emma, this is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place.
Oh!
So, we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped bloodstain.
Why would Officer Marshall?
It looks like her investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence.
I don't believe it.
What? Not that decisive, surely. But that's what we've got to go on for when we move on to the trial. Oh gosh, I guess so. Gosh, I guess so. Right, we'll at least get the preamble in the here started, I think, before we think about moving on. February 24th, 9:41 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2.
So, what do you think, Mr. Wright?
I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all... Oh, suddenly name changed. I was about to read that as Phoenix again. The victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes.
Lana!
Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though.
So, how'd it go?
It's as Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain.
A plea bargain? What do you mean by that?
We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Anna.
But Lana! Don't tell me you...
Much to my regret. I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Miss Skye... We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall.
What kind of trace evidence?
Bloodstained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have on my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you?
In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall?
We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Skye? do what you have to do, Mr. Wright. Do what I gotta do! Oh boy, oh Nelly, oh boy, oh me, oh my. And just in time, right before the start of a brand new court session, but unfortunately, for Phoenix Wright, at least for today, we're going to be calling it there. That is a shame we gotta do that, but I am... I'm feeling like getting like a section of either investigation or trial out in a single setting is probably a good way to go. But maybe if I get through things quicker next time, maybe we can do some more. But as it stands for now, we're going to be calling our Ace Attorneying to a close for today. Court will be in session again for the next time out. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in to this awesome little stream today. For the one that's kicking off the Birthmas Week streams as well, thank you for being an awesome person coming in. If you've just hung out with us today, that's awesome. If you've lurked or you've checked in for today and saw what's going on here, thank you for that as well. And if you have missed any of this video, then do not worry your cotton socks, because we will have it ready for you in a VOD to be played on the Laura Petal VOD YouTube channel in about a week's time. So do check it out over there in about a week's time if you want to see this entire episode back. And yeah, catch up on what you've been missing. If you are watching this in our YouTube highlight right now, it has been an absolute pleasure to have you along for this one. This is a week after all the birthday shenanigans are long past done by this point, but I still thank you for tuning into the video. And if you liked what you see through all of my flubbing about as well, if you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like and comment down below. Please remember to subscribe and hit the bell as well if you want to go extra with your love and support and see more of these videos coming up in the future. Not just Phoenix Wright, but for other stuff that we're going here. Don't forget, we are doing this as a big old playthrough as well in the Ace Attorney Chronology series in my channel. We are doing all of the games in in-game timeline order, and we're having a blast with it as well. So tune in for the rest of it coming up very, very soon over the coming months. We'd love to have you for the ride. We'd love to have you for anything else that we do over here. And make sure you check out the links in the description as well if you want to come along for these live streams. There is a link to the Twitch channel there, so you can come along and see what we do here live. We'd love to have you. I've also got links to my other socials and the Discord page if you'd like to join that as well to get all the updates for future streams and future musings and changes to schedules and whatnot. But right, second session of trialing will begin once we are back for the next episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney over here. Thank you for being lovely. And if you've been in this live stream, come over and just giving me a happy birthday message. I do appreciate that so much. And I hope that for the rest of the Birthmas Week streams, we all have a good time there. But for today, that is going to be it. Please stay and stay awesome, everybody. And please enjoy whatever your plans are. Coming up next, if there are more of my videos, then please enjoy them. Thank you very much for sticking around. But of course, whatever you get up to, stay safe out there. I love and appreciate all who've checked out this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And there'll be more when we return to the courtroom for more trials, objections, and whatnots when Phoenix Wright returns for another episode later. Until that time, guys, thank you for the birthday wishes today. And there's more, in the Twitch stream, there is more birthday celebration shenanigans happening throughout the entire week. So make sure you try and tune into the rest of the streams. But with that said, we'll see you for the next video, whatever that may be. And until then, thank you for having a good old time with me on my birthday. And I'm looking forward to the next one. Until next time, take care of yourselves.